Yo, Papi here with another video of tips and tricks with Soldier 76. I'm gonna be showing you some Rialto stuff here, so you can actually know how to position yourself properly and how to play Soldier 76 on that map. So hope you guys enjoyed. Please be sure to give it a like and share me your thoughts in the comment section below. Enjoy. Guys, they hate me now.
They're just waiting for ults.
Bro, if they don't kill me, they'll never get ults.
What? What are you doing with them?
Bro, stop, please.
I will not let them play, you know?
Bro, you're not letting me play, man.
I don't care. Find the kill. Be first. Okay. Starting with defense. You have to know that Soldier 76 is very potent here and he can play mostly solo. You don't need a pocket though, but if you have a pocket, for example Mercy, you can utilize that pocket to maintain pressure on their tanks and get a good off angles, you know. So first thing first, before I actually show you where to position yourself, I want you to know about one thing. You can take this high ground in two different ways. First is this way, by rocket jumping from here like this, and the other way is from this side by sprinting. So what you need to do is just sprint, slide to the wall and go on the other side like this. So the reason why I'm saying this thing, the other thing is you can simply walk in and take this high ground without anyone noticing that you actually took the high ground. So you can be on the lower ground and then few seconds later you can be on the high ground flanking someone in the back. So a Soldier 76 in the beginning, I would say that you have to be very careful if you're standing here. I would say hug this wall and shoot over there, like get the sidelines, shoot over there, or hug this wall and shoot over there. But you have to know one thing: you don't have options from here to go to this side without actually being noticed. So if you wanna cover yourself up by going to the other side, you can only do one thing, but it's very risky: dropping here, walking to this side, and then going from here to here. But still, I would not recommend standing here. This is a bad spot. So if you want to stay anywhere on the high ground, just stay here. However, in the beginning, I would say that if your team is keeping this choke here, you can actually rotate on this side if you know that nobody can flank you, and just shoot from here like an off angle. Just poke damage, you know, etc, etc. Be annoying. As soon as they walk into this corner, you can simply try to take the high ground by the way like I showed you guys, like this. Try to walk on this side, check for flanks, and shoot in the back. Try to find the kill and go in front and shoot from here. Then if they are able to push more, you have to notice that, and you can rotate to this side and start shooting from here. Like, maintaining high ground control here is very important. Always check your flanks. Always check your flanks. Use the megas. This mega here is very important for you. You can use it to recover yourself. You can never stay here. Like, this is very risky, because if Kree flanks you from here, standing here is not a good option for you, because this will actually be bad and you can like get rolled and stunned and right clicked and a lot of stuff can happen. So here, always check for flanks, DPS. Always remember, you need to know where the DPS are standing, and if you need to rotate to this side, and as a last resort, like if you don't have options and you need to drop because you're being pushed, just drop to the bridge. But if you're not being pushed, try to rotate from this side and find some off angles here, so where you can shoot and find the kill, you know. Let's say that they cap first point, so for second point it's a little bit tricky. What you need to know here is that usually Widowmakers are very strong on this long side map, and you need to be very careful. So from here I would say, like, always try to hook any wall, for natural cover. And DPS the breach as long as possible. Also from here you can DPS that long alley. However, remember, standing in this side, you'll be focused by everyone. So, if they're not pushing the high ground, and they're actually frontlining you here, I would say that you can actually check any other angle, for example here, but always remember that you can get sniped from here. Or you can rotate on the other way around and just stay here in the lower ground and shoot. Also we have angle from here. And yeah, but usually like in higher elos, players will actually try to take this high ground. Because it's very strong here, and yeah, it must be, this high ground is a must. That's what I'm going to say. So, let's say that the payload is over the corner and it's here. Like, don't stay here, don't shoot from here, because you can get sniped from here, like from everywhere. You can get killed. So, either way, like shoot from here, or just check for flanks. Like, just check like this, real quick. If nobody's pushing, check here. If nobody's pushing, here. And then DPS from here. Like, you definitely find a kill from here. Like, insta-kill. And if they are pushing the payload over there and you are still in this position and nobody pushed you, just DPS from the back as long as possible. There is nothing else I can add to this position. However, if you died and you regrouped with your team, I would say that you have to hug this high ground here and use natural cover as a resource to protect yourself from any DPS that you might have taken. Never try to go for lower ground. Lower ground will be only last resort if you need to touch the payload here, like the last checkpoint. So always stay here, hug the wall, DPS, you have sight lines over there, you can DPS over here. It's pretty good. Okay, moving to the next point. So, this choke here is very strong as a defender's point of view. You have many options. You can DPS from here. You can use these windows here to flank. Never go to the third one. This is very risky. Yes, you have mini. You can recover from here. But if you need to cover up, you see, they'll actually see you here and they can DPS you. So it's very risky. Also, this off of angle from here is very strong. Like, you can hug this wall and DPS from here. Like, it will take a lot of resources for them to get here and try to DPS you. This is a very good range position, so you can stay either here or here. From here you have vision there and there. Your damage will be more impactful as you will be closer to your targets. However, from here it's also kinda fine. I would say that you can only stay here if, for example, they're pushing over there and like you know that nobody can push you. Like, you know that definitely nobody can push you. And the last point, like, think about soldier like a budget Sigma. You need to keep your range from the enemy DPS and enemy tanks. Your range is what makes you strong. Because you have mobility, you have range, you have kit, you have heal. Use those abilities to maintain the position that you currently have and try to apply as much pressure as possible. So for here, either stay on this side so you can check this door, or on the other side so you can have vision over there. You have natural protection here, and you can DPS over there. This side is a little bit more exposed as you can get shot from there, there and there, but still, like, if you're hugging this wall, you should be fine. There is not many options that I can suggest here, so I would say that if you, for example, if the payload is there or there and the fight is going like over there, just stay here and shoot. Like that's the only position that you can be with Soldier 76. Okay, let's go to the attacker's point of view. So for the attacker's point of view as Soldier 76, you have like several options. First, I want you guys to know that you can jump on this side by doing this. This is very cheesy and cheeky. You can do that and just like check here and you can start DPS, you know? Also, if you know that nobody is there, you can just come over here, but like don't get too cocky, you might get shot and killed. But if you're already here, you have already taken this high ground and you can apply pressure from here. So I would say a few things. Here you can jump on this high ground. Let me go back so I can show you. So you can be on this high ground, and if you don't have sightline and you are scared, you can rotate on this high ground just by rocket jumping and shooting from here. Here you're kinda exposed, but you can do a quick rotation and stay here and protect yourself and shoot from here like this, because for them it will be harder for them to hit you in this angle, and you can shoot from here, you know. But I don't like general-wise this angle. I would say that what you can do, if they're pushing the payload to here and you have time, just go for the long left flank. That flank usually pays off. I would say that it's actually a very strong one, because from here you can simply find a lot of picks, and if you control this whole high ground, they will need to use resources to push you out. They will need to send tank, they will need to send DPS with heal, they will need to do a lot of stuff to push you out. So from here you would be god, you would actually destroy them. So take this high ground, take this flank, risk it, and it will probably pay off. So if the payload is pushed and it's like running around this corner, I would say that hugging this high ground here and applying pressure on the tanks is important. And then, like, if the payload is over there, try to flank from here, check something that you can DPS from here. You have mega, you have healing, you have a lot of stuff to use before they actually push you out. And then if somebody push you out, just come here and drop with your team, and then you can retake this high ground again, or just come here and try to find a pick. But this high ground here, like, yeah, you have natural cover, but everything can DPS you, whoever is standing on the bridge here. So be very vigilant. It's very, very risky high ground. So if you have capped the point, you can move forward. It's very important for you to take this right side high ground. It's very important for you. From here you need only to DPS and apply pressure until you get full control of this high ground. If you're not able to maintain control of this high ground, you can stay here, try to DPS, but keep in mind that this position here is not very good, because you don't have options to escape and you probably result to death. This is very strong defender's side, and you always need to walk here and take this high ground. This is like mandatory. And as soon as you have this high ground, everything would be looking great for you. So for example, you have early picks, the payload is over here, your tanks are escorting you on the high ground, you have already taken the high ground. Just poke from here as long as possible, try to find picks, try to apply pressure, farm your visor, and do whatever you can. So on this point, I would say that there is no good position for visor. However, there is one cheeky thing that you can do. So with rocket jump, you can jump on this side like this, and visor from here. If you're lucky enough, for example, let's say that you jump with nano and visor, you can find a pick or two, which even free, which will, if your team are pushing at the same time, which eventually will result in team kill, and you'll be able to push the payload to this point. So if you're not able to cap and you're still pushing here, try to DPS from here and like hope for the best that your tanks will survive and do damage to everyone that you can do damage, you know. So if the payload is going over there, you can simply suggest that one of the tanks just push the payload and use all of the other resources to take this high ground with you, and you DPS from here, because from here nobody can flank you except from this side, and nobody will do that. They will have to use like a lot of resources to push you out with your tanks and supports from this side. So eventually that will result in you pushing the payload over this corner to over there. So if you are pushing the payload to over there, I would say that never flank this door here. Like, you can only flank if you see somebody scoping there, just right click burst. Always, if you wanna flank, just flank from this side. From here you have vision over there, and you see the whole room, and you have mini here that you can use. Just flank real quick, try to find the kill. If no success, go away, regroup with your team, and proceed with DPSing from front line. That's it. Like this, as defender's point of view, this point is very strong. This is defender wise very strong point, and you have a rough time. But still, like, use ultimates properly, and you should be able to actually cap the point. Okay, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please be sure to give it a like, and don't forget to share me your thoughts in the comment section below. Bye bye, and see you in the next video.